He's very Instagrammable. He's perfect for
Yeah.
TikTok. I mean,
Oh
he's
yeah.
just an instant highlight reel, and I just love his intensity. And to me, it's kind of the next step above like a Damian Lillard, who I respect so much.
Are the Memphis Grizzlies for real? So we're going to find out. And of course, I'm excited to watch Ja Morant play. I've got full league pass going for this year. So going to be catching a lot of Grizzlies games to see if they can repeat that success from last year. Now, let's be clear here. I think I'm not expecting the Grizzlies to be a top 2 seed. I will be surprised if they repeat as a top 2 seed, but I think for them to be for real, you got to be at least like 5th seed or higher. And I do definitely tend to favor them being for real. They're still very young, they're still very much a threat, but big thing is going to be staying healthy. And I say that in spite of the Grizzlies being actually very successful while Ja Morant was hurt early in the season last year. So, no reason really for me to think that they aren't for real. It was just such a shock last year that I'm kind of waiting to see, like, was that for real? I'm kind of in this pinching myself moment, seeing, are the Grizzlies for real? Can they really do that again, even with, essentially Ja Morant now getting close to that household name status, and then a bunch of guys I still couldn't name their starting 5 to you, if I'm being perfectly honest, even though there's a lot of talent on that team. So this will be the year where if they're at the top of the West again, it's going to be a kind of remember the name type of moment for the Grizzlies. And I think a lot of this too comes down to like the scheme of pressing for the offensive boards and how fast they run the court. Can they duplicate that again? And can they be a very successful defensive and rebounding team again this year? So that's what I've got for my first pick. Thoughts on that, Justin?
Yeah, no, I echo your sentiments, and I think with that, I mean, it kind of goes in as Ja Morant MVP candidate. I mean, if you take a look,
Mm,
he really took a huge step forward, and we'll talk about some other topics later in terms of kind of the next superstars to take the mantle as the faces of the league. I think Ja Morant's included in that conversation, and
hmm
I think he's honestly a symbol of how the league is moving forward in terms of how its younger fans consume content. He's very Instagrammable. He's perfect for
Yeah.
TikTok. I mean,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just an instant highlight reel, and I just love his intensity. And to me, it's kind of the next step above like a Damian Lillard, who I respect so much. So really, I'm looking forward to see where he takes the Grizzlies. And you're right, man. I mean, really, it's kind of him and the rest of the Musketeers there. So I think it's going to be very fascinating to see, where it goes from here. Really, I think the whole NBA, it's great because despite, the Warriors, what they've gone through, despite like the other powers with the Brooklyn Nets and maybe the Celtics and the 76ers, really don't have that, top, 6 teams, 3 in each conference, just, dominating each year. It's kind of flip flop back and forth. So it's really competitive. So I think it's really going to be compelling to see, if Ja Morant can really, take the Grizzlies to that next level.